Hello, this is your teacher, Mrs. Numaira Zahid, and I am going to design another lesson for you, which is in continuation with reproduction in animals. So here we are going to deal with the male and female reproductive organs. What are reproductive organs? Reproductive organs are also called gonads, and gonads are responsible to produce gametes. Gametes will fuse together during sexual reproduction to produce zygote, and zygote will multiply in number, means zygote will undergo the cell divisions and it will form an embryo. That embryo will eventually become an adult living organism of the same kind. Okay. So male and female reproductive organs, as we have already discussed, that male and female gametes are produced by gonads. So what are male gonads? Male gonads are testes in all animals, including human beings. So what are testes? Testes are 2 in number on either side, okay? 2 in number on either side, and they are hanging outside in the scrotal sac. So testes are actually enclosed in scrotal sac, which is also called scrotum, and testes are not placed within the body cavity just because the sperms which are produced in testes are very fragile towards high temperature. So these are placed in scrotal sac. Some of the tubules are associated with this part because whenever the sperms are produced in testes, these are to be transported. So for the transport of sperm transported through seminiferous tubules, okay, these are called seminiferous tubules, and these tubules are actually surrounding the testes, and epididymis will collect the sperms, okay, and the ducts which are actually further very important. Seminiferous tubules are actually the tubules where the sperms can be produced and some are transported, then the collected by epididymis, and vas deferens are the ducts which are also called collecting tubules. So collecting tubules are called vas deferens. Okay, these are also 2 in number for the either side, left and right. Okay, when we talk about the genitals, genitals are the organs which are responsible for arousal, for copulation, for the transmission of gametes. So here, when we talk about male genitals include the muscular organ. It is usually a muscular organ which is actually responsible for responsible for depositing or copulation, depositing or transferring the sperms into the space where they are required for fertilization. Okay, so this muscular organ is named as penis, which is a copulatory organ. It is a muscular organ. It transfers the sperms to the area where the sperms are required for fertilization, and that area is the female genitals or female organs. We can say female genitals where the sperms are deposited by penis. What are the glands involved here in this part, the sperms are not only the sperms, they are present in a fluid, in a liquid, which is the mixture of mucus and other substances, which is called semen. Semen is the liquid and sperms, the mixture. The sperms are present inside the liquid that is called semen. Okay, so there are three glands which are involved in males. The three glands which are involved with this function are prostate gland, sorry, Cowper's gland, and the third is seminal vesicles. Okay, these three are related to secrete. They release their secretions to enable the semen to be deposited to the female genitals. Okay, when we talk about the female gonads, so female gonads are the ovaries. As we know that ovaries are found in the lower abdominal cavity and pelvic cavity. Lower abdominal cavity is called pelvic cavity. And these ovaries are producing ova, which is also called eggs. So the ovaries are responsible for the production of eggs. So these are called gonads. But what about the ducts which are collecting the ova? So the ducts collecting ova, mature ova, are called from ovary, are called fallopian tubes, which are present on both sides. Okay, these are fallopian tubes. All right. So ova are produced in ovaries, and the ducts which are collecting mature ova from the ovaries are fallopian tubes. So ovaries are the paired structures. They are found on either side of the pelvic cavity, and these ova are collected by fallopian tubes. Hence, fallopian tubes are also two in number. One is on the right side, another is on the left side. Now, another part which is the genitals. What are genitals? The external organs which are responsible for receiving or depositing the gametes. So genitals in females is vagina. Vagina is a muscular tube which receives the semen, and this tube receives the semen with sperms. Means it receives the sperms. And the glands which are involved in female reproductive system are the ovaries themselves. Ovaries serve as the glands in reproductive system in a female. Okay, so female reproductive system is a little more complicated. When we talk about human reproductive system in females, we know that here we can see that this is the organ. Okay, and here these are the fallopian tubes. Okay, this is vagina, vaginal cavity. This is uterus. Okay. And these are the ovaries containing many ova here. All right. So if we label these out, we can find that this is vagina, vaginal cavity or vagina, where the sperms are deposited in the female's body. This is uterus, which is the organ which holds the zygote to develop the zygote into embryo, and then embryo will develop into a whole complete living organism. Okay, and these are the fallopian tubes which are collecting the ova from the ovaries. This is ovary. from the one side. And these fallopian tubes, when the mature ova releases, it is released, it migrates, it continues its journey towards uterus. And when the sperms are from the vaginal cavity, when the sperms are able, any one sperm will fuse the ova. So when they fuse with each other, when the egg and sperm fuse with each other, what happens? Fertilization occurs and the zygote will be embedded into the uterine wall, which is highly vascular, okay, spongy, vascular and thick. So this will grow and it will develop into the fetus and embryo, okay. So this was all about the male and female reproductive organs. Now, what is fertilization? Fertilization is actually the process by which the male and female gametes are fusing together and forming zygote. So I'll discuss that part in another lesson. Okay, thank you.